Soundstripe. 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 Soundstripe.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another BGM stream. We are back. I had a couple days that I didn't jump on, but that's just because we had some stuff going on. Mom's birthday. I forget what happened on Monday. I forget why. I think I just was late jumping in. But yeah, so today we're gonna hop on some what's the thing called? We're gonna hop on some Palworld, but we're also gonna be a part of a podcast today. It is called Senzu Talks, so it's kind of just like we do random topics. We just talk about a little bit of anything, and then yeah, that's kind of really it. So let's go ahead and let's jump into that. Excuse me. Let's go.
You gotta watch out.
What's up, BGM?
What's going on,
Stop
everyone?
calling him Vegeta. We all know that's Team 4-star, Mr. Popo.
Damn. BGM, you gotta defend yourself, bro.
All I'm
Bro, I
gonna
put my
say,
life at risk of just calling him that.
all I'm gonna say is that shit's dead. So just stop it now.
Yes, sir.
I'm curious though. What was
the reason that there's so many different
what was the
translations
comparison
to
to
it?
that? I was curious.
The reason that there's so many different translations to the Sun Wukong story is because it's hundreds of years old. Even with English, we have different versions of English because the language evolves over time. A couple hundred years ago, people were saying shit like, "Wherefore art thou, Romeo?" Like, so these scholars of today, when they go to translate it, trying to figure out which words were meant in which ways. And even with today, with like Japanese sub to dub, we have little mishaps in the translations that don't get noticed until weeks or months or even years later.
I can see that. So what are the baseline things that we know about it, though?
Wukong fought all the gods, and Buddha put him in a prison. He's also immortal.
Is he though? I think yeah, he is because he
that-
didn't erase his name. You see that whole erasing your name from the Book of Life and Death? That standalone makes you unkillable. That
Lobo.
standalone. Yeah, you said what?
Like Lobo a little bit. You can't go to heaven or hell.
Yeah, so you're okay. So then you're trapped pretty much on Earth. So then, you see, that's the thing, bro. What is the definition of immortality in his atmosphere? You see what I'm saying? And
It sounds like, at least from what Cold Sauce says, it sounds like longevity. But then some of the versions you've probably heard, it sounds like he's got other types of immortality.
no, it's not longevity, and this is why I disagree with that shit. Is that all these different versions? You can have all these different translations, but when you look within all of them, there are set things that are always the same. How he came about his immortality does not change, and it just doesn't matter where you look. It doesn't. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can't really comment on that whole translation shit. That's cool, but when you have scholars that dedicate their lives to translating text, that's how you get accuracy. That's just what it is, you know? Yeah.
Anyway, but that's what we know about him so far. Yeah. We weren't even talking about this. We were talking about could he be Kratos?
Yeah. I think he can. He might. I don't know.
I mean, we're talking about like because they both have skill, but I would say that Kratos is more savage and not disciplined, as I would say that Kong is. Most Chinese fighters that I see are always very disciplined. So to sit here and say that like he couldn't kill Kratos, or at least send him to hell at least a couple of times, I feel like he could. I mean, the real question is, can he keep him down? Because Kratos is gonna come out of hell. He's gonna come out of hell. So, like, can you keep him down? And personally, I think Wukong will get tired of fighting him after a while. He might enjoy the casual scrap, but I think he'll realize, like, he's still coming back.
So you saying it comes down to endurance then?
Endurance and desire to do it.
They both got the desire, bro. And I only say that, right, because they both had drive. Kratos had a drive which stemmed from vengeance, and Wukong had a drive that just stems from honestly just not being fucked with. That's legitimately what it was, bro. He just didn't want to get fucked with, and people fucked with him. And because people fucked with him, he had to beat ass. And when he beat ass, he got known for beating ass.
How many times do you win? Do you get tired of fighting the same person and
But
realize
see
that
that
like they'll come back, but they're like, again, we're talking about a guy that's after revenge because his family got killed versus a guy that's pissed off because he didn't get inside of a party,
a meeting.
like a meeting, and it's like Kratos' pettiness, canon reasons aside. Let's say he kills Wukong, right? After he kills him in the most brutal way, and then like Wukong comes out of hell, I don't think he's gonna care so much. I think after a little while, he's gonna be like, you know what? He's not gonna die. Like that's not gonna happen. Um, he was willing to talk to Hercules, his brother, and into not fighting. I think after a while, if they go at it and they're killing each other over and over and over, I think that stops. I think Wukong gets bored, and I think Kratos is like, this is not gonna end.
So maybe like some Wolverine and Deadpool shit.
Yeah, eventually they're just gonna stop. Who's gonna win more? If you want to go that route, I'm gonna have to side with Wukong. The kind of discipline and this raw technique ability that's in Wukong, because they're Chinese fighters. This is what they're known for. Versus like a Spartan's known for savagery, I would say. So I fully believe Wukong will win more, but I think he'll get tired faster.
I ain't gonna lie. I probably say that Kong is gonna win in general. Simply because of one thing. According to his immortality traits, he can't be killed by the ordinary ways, right? So that's the four banes, poison, electric, frost. I think it was fire as well, according to their text. And also, specifically, I remember beheading. The reason I'm saying that is because never once in Kratos' journey have we encountered, someone purposely trying to behead him or him being in that situation. And I think because it accurately states, how would we put it down? Yeah. And I think because it accurately states that Wukong is, where the card keys? That Wukong is invulnerable to that type of killing. I'm gonna say him only because there's nothing that points to Kratos being invulnerable from getting beheaded.
The only question I do have is, and it does come into Ragnarok, is the fact that he has primordial fire.
Yeah.
So something like that has special properties. But that being said, I mean, if he can't be killed by all those other things, just because it's magic fire doesn't mean it's gonna do more damage.
Exactly. Exactly. That is true. Exactly.
BGM, I know you just joined, but we haven't given you a chance to talk yet. What's your take? What do you think about like Kratos versus Wukong so far?
Nah,
Ooh.
I ain't saying shit because someone did not announce the fact that I was coming in this bitch, and I was like, oh,
did.
no,
Nah,
huh?
he did, gang.
Oh, all right. That must have been a moment that I wasn't watching.
Well, all right.
That was a moment I wasn't watching.
Bro, you get drunk out here, gang. Let's see.
What you gonna do, nigga? Nothing.
Nothing. I'm going to sit here and spark my blunt, chill.
I mean,
Like I said,
you go ahead. You
all-star
can do
Mr.
your little
Palworld.
introduction. Let everybody know who you are, where to find you, and what got you into gaming. And then you can go ahead with your what you think so far.
Is it what got me into gaming, or what game was the first game I played?
Oh yeah, what game you started with?
Okay. Well, if y'all don't know me, BGM. I am on Kick, Rumble, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. All of them at BGM except for TikTok. TikTok is at the BGM. Game that got me playing games, I would probably have to say Pokemon. the OG Pokemon, like the original Pokemon. And when it comes to this Black Myth Wukong, or Black Myth, when it comes to the Wukong and Kratos, I don't want to say I'm biased because of this fucking game, but honestly, it's Wukong. It's Wukong. But that's not just the game, that's also me learning about him. Like, taking the time to actually learn about him. And since I've been learning about Wukong, like Pope said, how do you really beat somebody that took his name out of the book of life and death? You don't. And then at the same time, like what Seven said, I just like yeah, Kratos could probably overpower him with sheer power, but all he gonna do is just come back and beat him up. Like, they just gonna keep going. It's just gonna be an endless battle. It's a stalemate at this point. And I never really thought about it this way because I've heard a lot of diehard I've heard a lot of diehard like Kratos fans. Not a lot. One. There's one guy that I've heard. Let me not even lie. He was on TikTok and he's a diehard Kratos fan. He put Kratos up against the Hawk and said that Kratos would win. So like
I believe.
So like on that, I was like, okay. And then, but when this came up, he was like, I'm a diehard Kratos fan, but Wukong whoops his ass.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. And so, but then listening to the facts, listening to the car facts, Wukong whoops ass. He beats everybody. And like I just can't. There's nothing I can really say about it. Like he is literally the GOAT. I was telling Hope like a little while ago that my little cousin came over yesterday and she
I told
knows. Oh, you did.
Hell yeah. But you go ahead.
Yeah.
You tell him I did.
Yeah, we were
Hell
saying it wrong. Soon Wukong.
Soon
Yup.
Wukong. And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, because she is all in into Chinese and she's learned Chinese at a young age and everything. And when I told her about it yesterday, she was like, yeah, it's Sun Wukong. And what also made me go, oh shit, Wukong is really that nigga. My American, let's put this out there, American cousin who's learned about Chinese and learned how to speak Chinese has literally stated to me he is a icon.
And I told him that too.
He is a Chinese icon. And I was like, he's a what? And she said he's an icon. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
So like that right there, I'm just like, that just already made me think he was overpowered. So many people not necessarily worship, I don't want to say they worship him, but they love the hell out of him. And I see why. This nigga does too much stuff. He does a whole bunch of shit that nobody really touching. Nobody's really touching. You ain't touching Wukong. And there's a whole bunch of people I would love to put up against Wukong, but I just don't see them beating him. I see Wukong being the victor. Sorry for that very long and winded explanation, but I see Wukong being the victor.
Nah, you good. Yeah, the only thing I wanted to bring up was like, wasn't there like a time where Wukong actually got like he was weaker like in like one half of the story versus the other half? Like I think I looked it up. It was like a pre-Buddha journey and then there's a post-Buddha journey. So like I think he got like a significant power boost.
You
If
talking about
anyone
the
remembers
beginning
that
of the beginning of his journey into the West, or during the journey?
I can't like let me see. Yeah, Buddha is superior than pre-Buddha Sun Wukong, but post-Buddhahood Sun Wukong should be equal to Buddha. So there's like I guess the beginning of like the story, so Sun Wukong is actually not stronger than after he goes through Buddhahood.
Yeah, so that would be what was it? I don't know if I'm saying it right, but I know it's supposed to be Taoism is what he followed, and I believe Taoism. I know we talked about it before. I just can't remember exactly, so I might be saying it wrong. But I believe that the 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 ideals of Taoism is immortality through an enlightenment. I believe, or am I wrong? I think it might be that.
Not really sure. I'm not
It's to
sure.
go. It's to
There's
go
one.
with the flow of
There's
the
Taoism
universe.
and
I am a
Taoism.
Taoist. It's the same thing. It's Taoism and Taoism
It's
is the
not
same
the
thing.
same
That's
thing.
my
It's
religion.
not the same thing. It is
It's
not the same thing.
literally the
That
we're talking about my
it's
religion
literally
right
like
now.
you saying
This is what I
Chinese and
follow.
Japanese are the same people. Taoism and
Yo,
Taoism are
all
not
right.
the same
You're
thing.
right. No,
They
Pope's
are
always fucking
similar.
right. Just go ahead.
They're similar, but they're not the same thing.
Yeah.
That I think
All right.
that's better, in general. Because if they were the same thing, why the fuck would they have the different names? That doesn't make any sense. Like what? They're both
All right,
journeys in
bro.
a way, but I believe. Look, if you have a problem, you can state that.
I got a fucking problem. You're my
Okay.
problem. Every fucking thing I say, you got something to say
There you
about it.
go. There you go. It's a podcast. It's a debating podcast. So if I disagree with the points that you make, I'm allowed, and that's why I'm here, to make my point known and to argue it. If you can't handle that, then perhaps this panel is not
Argue
best
being the
suited
operative
for you.
word, right?
That's
That's the
literally
only
it.
thing you do.
It's a debating podcast. Someone makes a point. If I disagree, I'm gonna say that. If I agree, I'm gonna say that. If you can't handle it, this panel is not the place for you. That's just my personal opinion. But back to the topic of conversation. I'm not 100% sure, but I know he did follow the ideals of Taoism, and I believe that it's immortality through the journey of enlightenment. Okay, you have it up on the screen. Philosophy, yep, in China. Okay. Yeah.
But this one says Taoism and Taoism refer to the exact same thing, apparently.
Taoism is Chinese philosophy religion that dates back to around. Yeah, but it's like I said, they're similar, but they're not really the same thing because it's two different journeys. One, I believe, is the birth of another. So it's almost like Goku being the inspiration from Wukong, or Wukong being the inspiration for Goku, in a way like that. Because I know recently when the shit came out, I was looking into it, and I saw that it was Taoism and Taoism, but he follows Taoism. That either referred to as Tao, okay, Tao or Tao, which translates to the way.
Right.
Go around finding to see what the main book of Taoism. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, so it influenced Taoism.
So Taoism was derived from Taoism, but they're pretty much the same thing. I think that's what I'm getting from this.
Similar, yeah, they're the same but different. You see what I'm saying? Because it's like I said, one came from another one. So it's like they took the ideals and beliefs from one thing and created something new that is similar to the original. So they're not technically the same. God damn it, my lighter went out.
All right, but there's a point to this. What would we bring up this for? Taoism versus Taoism?
I mean, that was just a side argument. But either way, no, I was saying that it was Taoism was what he was following, and I believe that Taoism was your enlightenment journey in order to gain immortality. And that's what the difference is in Taoism and Taoism. There's a difference with them. One is immortality, I believe, and the other one is fucking. I looked this shit up earlier or a couple days ago, but I can't remember. It's the end result and the journey in general. They are different. So one, you gain immortality, which is what Wukong pretty much was about. It literally says so. The teachings, all of that shit. So
I think someone brought it up for like an argument for like Wukong.
Let's continue. What were we talking about?
It was something for Wukong. I don't remember what it was for, but
So
what's up, Seven Ninja?
what is this thing about Naruto? We can hop on something different for now.
Let's see. I think
Major news today.
Naruto. Let me pull it up. There's something I brought up about this. I can't remember what.
I thought you posted the first pic. That's what I saw in the Discord.
No, there's something in there. It's like a collection of pictures.
Major anime news. Naruto's creators teasing potential new manga. Kishimoto didn't call Sakura sexy. She's ugly. I mean, she ain't the ugliest, but she's still ugly. Naruto's summer illustration has been released. Jujutsu final schedules revealed. That. Is this the anime that we saw earlier with Rick and Morty? Is this the same art style as that other one? 'Cause this looks better than that other style.
Hold up. Someone, one of my homeboys wants to join the. He wanted to talk about Wukong. To be honest, Wukong versus Kratos. Let me send him the what's called the invite code to the podcast.
He's either going to agree with me, or he's a Kratos. Nah, I ain't gonna say Kratos fanboy, but you know.
Let me see. All right, I texted you the invite code. In the meantime, let me see what I remember bringing this up for. Naruto's creator is teasing a new manga. Oh, that's the one. Yeah, they might be coming out with like a new Naruto outside of Boruto and Shippuden, maybe, or they could be continuing Shippuden or whatever.
So like what? Like his years before he became Hokage, or him
Not
being
sure.
Hokage? I mean, look, let's be honest here. If there was something really happening between like the movie he ate Sonata and marries her and like him being Hokage, if there was something in between that, we probably would have seen it. That's nothing but a peacetime. I mean, they could pull out a random movie, I guess, but that's pretty much nothing but a peacetime right there.
What if it's a new? Oh wait. Oh shit.
I mean, they could take the route of like, let's say, Madara still had them in the Infinite Tsukiyomi. They could probably do something with that, but like, I don't know. People don't like Boruto, but I don't think people would want to see Naruto not be Hokage. So, I don't know.
Yeah. Either it's a completely different side story, or it's like some road to something. Yo, what up? What do you want to be? What do you want you to be called as? This is the homie. I see your username as Crow. Is that what you want to be called as?
May never
Can't
know.
hear you.
Um, but outside of
Hello?
hello.
There he is. Yo, what's up, yo?
Oh, hey, what's up? Yeah, you can call me Crow. That's fine.
Crow. Alrighty, everybody. This is Crow. Crow. This is everybody.
Ear.
I can't see
So
everybody else though.
What's that?
I
he
can't
had a
see
few
everybody
things.
else. I just see you.
Yeah, I'm the only one with the camera on. I don't know. I think you're looking from the phone, so I don't really know how it works from the phone. But yeah. So you had some things you wanted to bring up about Sun Wukong, didn't you? Sun Wukong, I should say.
I mean, they pretty much said the most. I don't see how Kratos beats Wukong in general, being as though most of the people in his universe are gods already, and they're dying from him. But can't nobody kill Sun Wukong just in general? I don't think it's a good fight comparison.
You had a lot more to say than that on the Instagram.
Well, no,
In the chat.
I mean I could say more, but like like what's name already kind of put a lot of points down on the things. I'll just be regurgitating what they've already said. Really,
Okay, all right.
because I was listening to it.
Speak about the whole 72 form thing, because I feel like you were like there was like a little bit of back and forth there that I wasn't really too sure about.
Yeah, I don't know what 72 times 70, whatever that is. I know that he has 72 different forms of immortality. So like he has he had the fruit, he had the erasing his name. So there's like, but each form of immortality kind of is different. I think like one gives him just like he can't die from diseases and stuff, but it's not. But it doesn't like it's not fully immortal because he can still die from other ways. So he kept getting different forms of immortality. And I think like in their system, like immortality is defined weird because there's like multiple things that can be defined as immortality, but he pretty much has all of them.
So each form is immortal to a specific thing. So it's more like he's immune here or there.
Yeah, like
he's
immune to death.
Yeah, he's just
Like
invincible. Oh, it is.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, he's
Pretty
invincible.
much.
I think Sun Wukong is a
know.
hard person for anybody to beat.
Can we just like take a second to be like, how the hell do you have 72 or 73 different ways of immortality? Like, when I thought of immortality, I always thought of immortality as literally just being that you are immortal. Nothing can happen to you. Nothing like you ain't dying. You can get beat up. You can get hurt, but you ain't dying. Now you got 72 other ways of that happening.
Or
I
really,
think that
it's really more like invulnerability. Can we say that? Because
I think
Well,
that is different.
He's got longevity as well.
you said what?
He's got longevity as well as invulnerability.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? Because it was specific about like certain ways that his enemies would try to kill him, they wouldn't be able to because of this immortal state that he had reached. But is it really that he's immortal, like he can't die, or is it just that he's invulnerable?
I think that he has all of them. So like one of them would be just that he can't die of old age anymore, right? So
Yeah.
that's one form of immortality. Then the other one is that he's invulnerable. That's a form of immortality. Regeneration
Yeah.
will be a form of immortality.
Interesting.
Fucking
Yeah.
so like you think of Wolverine, right? Who's technically immortal from his healing factor,
Yeah.
right? if you guys know Marvel. But then there's other people that are immortal in different ways than
Deadpool.
him. Deadpool is banned from death by death. She just said you can't die. Or Thanos is the same thing. Like she doesn't want to see Thanos in death, so he can't die from that. So like there's different ways that you could be immortal,
Yeah.
and Monkey King has all of them.
I've never
Oh, fuck.
thought about it, I guess, in that aspect, in that light. You know, that regeneration is a form of immortality. That
I never agree,
like I
man.
never really thought of it in that light. Okay, that makes more sense to me now.
But then but regeneration should be. You know what? Even though, because I didn't look at it like that either, and even though we didn't, we should have just considered that automatically a form of immortality, just from the properties alone. Like, you see what I'm saying? You get your head cut off, it regenerates. You get your arm cut off, it regenerates. Ordinarily, you get your head cut off, you're done. Ordinarily, you get your arm cut off, you bleed out, you're dead. So, yeah.
Yeah. I also think that he's like, don't quote me, I'm not 100% sure, but I think he's also like invulnerable. Like he can't be like stabbed and stuff.
Yeah, I think so. I think those were one of the perks of either the fruits or one of the ways he gained his immortalities. Because he just kept
And then if
doing different shit over and over again. Like, it's crazy.
yeah, he acted like it was a game. He just kept getting them. But I think that even without the immortalities and stuff, like Sun Wukong's staff is just in leagues better than anything Kratos has had.
Yeah, that staff is a whole different level.
Like if Sun Wukong just goes underneath him, makes it big, and throws him into space, what's he gonna do?
I mean, he could use his blaze of chaos and hook onto it and pull himself back.
If he can recover fast enough.
He definitely can. It's Kratos, God of War.
Do you
I'm
think
talking
that he can?
Oh.
So if he,
We can't just sign Kratos off. Even though I'm on the same boat as y'all, I'm gonna tread into the water and just argue the other side. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, for real. I'm on the same
no,
boat.
it's fine.
I do agree with Wukong, but I'm gonna argue for Kratos. Fuck it.
So so if you're
mean-
saying that, okay,
Go
he, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
If he hooks, if you throw it, like, let's just a hypothetical situation, right? Sun Wukong goes, makes his pole really big, sends him into space, right? It's huge, it's massive, like the size of Texas, up into space, throws him into space, and then it makes it the same length, but he makes it the size of a pin needle, the thickness, and then brings it back down.
Do we really know that he's gonna do that?
No, we don't. I'm just saying a hypothetical
We
situation.
don't know, but let's be real though. Sun Wukong is a trickster. He's literally known as the trickster god. So yeah, he would do some shit like that. We can't officially say he would, but realistically, we know he would do some shit like that.
There's just so many different ways I can see Sun Wukong beating Kratos, and there's so many ways I don't see Kratos beating Sun Wukong.
He has no chance. Pope accepted.
Hold
has
on, my
no
bad.
chance.
Hold on, my bad. Nah, give it to me one more time. My bad. I'm sorry. I have to deal with kid for a second. What was it? What you saying about my man's now? What you said? Say it again.
I said,
Say what you said
Pope,
to
accept it.
Except
He has
what?
no chance.
Who?
He has no chance, Pope.
With this-
Kratos
okay.
has no chance, Pope.
With
You know it.
With this hypothetical. Hold on.
Oh, he trying to do a me. I'm loving it.
No, are we talking about this hypothetical situation where he extends the pole, shoots him in his face, and then shrinks it back down?
Bro,
Yes.
he's a tactical trickster genius, bro. Goku's based off of him,
I'm gonna
bro.
be honest with you. I don't think so. I think what could possibly happen in that situation. Okay, boom, Wukong slides up under Kratos. He extends the pole. It's like massive, like the size of Texas. He's shooting him straight up into space. I'm saying that before Kratos even breaks atmosphere, he's heaving himself off the ground against the pressure that's pushing down on him as he's being pushed up. And he uses his blaze of chaos while the pole is still expended, thrashes into it, pulls himself back down. You can't tell me that that can't happen. You can't tell me that Kratos doesn't possess the ability to do that.
He does.
I'm not sure if
Even
I think he
if the
does. I
poll
can
is
say he does, but at the same time, like I don't see him. I don't see him overpowering that pole personally. Like I don't see him overpowering what the pole can do because the pole can like it was stated by Crow. The pole can literally go be as big as Texas all the way up to the side, all the way up to space, but then can also be as small as a piece of hair and fit in his ear. Like I, mm, I
I'm not saying, but I'm not taking anything away from it. But if this is the hypothetical situation that you're giving me, I'm just, I'm combating that. I'm saying that before it shrunk down, that Kratos uses his blaze of chaos, he sticks it into the pole, and he pulls himself back to Earth. That's the only that
oh,
because honestly, you're putting me in a situation where
oh,
I'm gonna be honest with you, right? There's no fucking way out of that. If a
oh,
pole the size of Texas hits you and launches you up into space, bro, how are you like? You got to have like Superman grip and strength to fly to the fucking edge of the pole and then dart down. You see what I'm
yeah,
saying?
agree.
But
oh, you're
It's an
you're
impossible
expecting
task.
it's not an
you're
impossible.
expecting
You guys are disrespecting Kratos,
you're
bro. Put some respect
expecting
on his
that
name, bro.
here's the thing you're missing. You're thinking that he's going to lower it down first. No, he's just going to turn it into a needle.
Yeah, no, but I'm
You
saying
you
during
can stick
that.
a blade into something, but once it's
Yeah,
a needle,
but
it don't
listen,
matter no more. Go
during
ahead.
that time that he's getting sent up, you think Kratos can't recover and do something about it?
What
Not
did
if it's big enough.
what did
Like he
Thor
can't
do?
run Texas
Kratos
in
What
has
did
like
the
Thor do?
6
ability to.
seconds.
Kratos got some abilities, man. You got to put a little bit of respect on a man, man.
I'm not saying that Kratos isn't
Save
strong
You
and
himself from
don't think
Kratos
he could cover Texas in about 2-3 leaps?
he couldn't
no.
save himself from falling off Olympus, and he had the blades.
Or and how do you gotta think about how long did it take him to run around the Titans in the game? Like he's on the Titan forever,
Yeah, kill me right
running around the Titan, climbing them up and shit.
now.
Accepted,
And
Pope.
Kratos
We
not
know it's
giving me
true.
nothing to work with right now. I gotta call my man real quick. Hold on, let me just get. I ain't got. I'm
But I
not
like
gonna lie.
please
I
call
think
Kratos so
I
Kratos
think
can sit
Kratos is
there and be
strong.
like, "No, I'm sorry, I can't do nothing, Pope. I wish I could help you, my man, but like I can't help you, my nigga."
Yeah, I've got nothing for him. I'm not gonna lie.
But
Wukong does some
this
shit.
was something else that
I
I
think in a
wanted. This is
different
something else I wanted to
situation.
throw out there, though. We're also not thinking about the fact of like the speed of how he can do how Wukong could do things. He could probably like really truly, he could probably go ahead and make that pole shrink in seconds, just as fast as he could make it go up in seconds. So like that's something that we haven't put into, we haven't factored in per se.
Bro, Pope, you know what time of day it is. Go ahead and accept. It's
Yeah,
over.
yeah. I ain't gonna. I mean, yeah, it's true. I think in a different situation, maybe we'd have a chance. I'd have a better argument. But with the fact that Wukong does have that ability, um, I mean, it's really not too much that you can do against it. Kratos doesn't have super speed. He's got super strength or godly like strength. Let's just say that. He's got a form of immortality. I wouldn't say he's invulnerable. You know, it's just a lot. It's a lot of negatives immediately. Like if you don't even discuss weaponry, um, just in general. So yeah, but I figured I'd give him a chance. I'm sorry, Kratos.
I
I
mean, he
feel
has a better chance if he has all the items, but even still, like
that's
he's gonna
crazy.
get
I don't
smashed.
think so.
That's crazy.
I think Kratos
It's over. It's over.
Kratos has a better chance if Monkey King doesn't have any items.
He doesn't need items. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Monkey don't really need
Because
that.
all he gonna do is he gonna
Yeah.
pull out a piece of hair and he gonna make multi clones of himself, and then boom, now you done.
Kratos gonna be fighting like 20 of him in like 0.2 seconds. So yeah.
Yeah, I just don't think Kratos can beat Monkey King. I don't think there's many people in fiction that can fight Monkey King.
But that's
To be
a good
honest.
question too. What would Monkey King be without his staff?
Monkey King.
But how?
Yeah.
What is he? But no,
Because
for real, because
technically, he was already the Monkey King before he even got the staff.
okay, but that's
Yeah.
but that weapon is of godhood, bro. Like it's dangerous. You see what I'm saying?
I think the weapon is Dragon Bone. I think.
Here's another question, right? That might solve a lot of shit. Is it him that has the ability to transform the staff, or does the staff have that ability itself?
I think it's the staff.
So then that means Wukong. Now let's talk about this then. Talk about
Hope
this.
so. I'm guessing you think you got a leg to stand on now.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
No.
About
Okay.
about the
I
sweep
don't.
you,
You said what, bro?
about the sweep you as soon as you drop it.
Damn.
Ninja win.
Damn. He said I was gonna
Okay.
sweep you before you dropped it. Damn.
Okay. So let's just say no weapons then.
He got disrespected.
Bro, let's bring it back to what I said earlier.
If
We're
you-
talking about Chinese fighters. They're disciplined. This is what they're known for. Kratos
Yeah.
is a pure savage. He's
Yeah,
a pure savage. Even the
Oh
most
god.
even the most savage fighter in China is still going to be more disciplined than Kratos. Even the most savage.
I don't know.
I-
Spartans were pretty savage.
They're savage. I
My
wouldn't go Chinese.
my
fighters.
thing is that Sun Wukong literally can only be beaten by being sealed, and Kratos has no way to seal him.
Yeah, because that is the
You guys-
only.
And-
Sorry.
And I think that's the end of the conversation. Like he literally can't be killed. He can only be sealed, even
you
by
guys were
the
bringing-
most
And all that he would need,
powerful
and
in his verse.
Kratos would need the Pandora's box.
Well, you guys were talking about like Kratos' speed
Yeah.
earlier, like if he can leap across Texas or not. So I looked up Kratos' speed. Apparently, he has infinite speed feats that cannot be denied. For one, we have the Hermes feat, which he repeatedly dodges and counters his attack. Hermes, while injured, can dodge the light of Helios, which is confirmed to light up the entire world, which is infinite within size. So I'm not sure. Like, I don't know if that means he's like super fast within a short like distance, or it's just mean like he's just actually super fast.
We should bring up one thing though. He still gets hit by slower opponents.
Who? Kratos?
Kratos still gets hit by slower opponents.
Okay,
Let's be
but
real
that
here.
listen. What we talking about video game Kratos that we have to go through and beat people to get their items and upgrade, or
That's where he
like
starts from.
yeah, okay, fine. But then that means that he attains some type of godly speed. Which then
He got
definitely
Hermes.
drastically changes
I agree.
things. It changes things, it does, because now if Kratos is equipped with godlike speed, which it sounds like what Qua was describing might be the speed of light.
I want to say something.
Then he
about
can
this.
run away from Sun Wukong, so he doesn't die.
Or he could run from one side of Texas to the other at the speed of light. Which
Here's
is
the thing,
fast.
Yeah, that's true.
Here's the thing, though. In a lot of animes, movies, and whatever, we always see this character that's a speedster versus someone who's not a speedster. And what usually happens, he predicts the speedster. So what more than likely happened was, oh, Hermes is about to attack me. Where do I think he's going to come from? He's probably going to come through here. Kratos is a fighter. Odds are high. Hermes isn't really a fighter like that. So Kratos is a fighter. This is an untrained fighter. Oh, he's going to come from here. Let me block him real quick. Boom, he's done.
So you're saying that that's what he's gonna do with Wukong? Because I mean, if Wukong tries to slide up under and hit him with the pole, then I'm now seeing that Kratos can use his godhood speed and boop, dodge that. Now what? Now
The
where we
key
at?
thing is untrained fighter. The key thing
Uh,
is untrained fighter.
he doesn't need to.
Hermes.
First of all,
Hermes.
put some respect on Kratos' name because he is a trained fighter. That part.
No, you're missing what I said. You're missing what
Okay.
I said. Hermes is going to try to fight. Hermes was fighting Kratos, but Kratos looked at him as not a problem. He knows that Hermes is not a fighter. He's like a fly, right? Like, you're not worried about a fly hitting you. You're annoyed by it. So Hermes attacks them. In anime media all the time, you see like characters that are fighting speedsters. What do they usually do? They predict that fighter. So even if they're super fast, they can still get hit if you end up in the same location I thought you were going to be in. So Kratos beats him. He's not super godly fast. He might be a little faster with the Hermes shoes on, but he's not super godly fast. He just predicted him. So now, Kratos' speed versus Wukong. Wukong's a trained fighter. He's not a untrained Hermes. He's a trained fighter. He's gonna demolish Kratos. It's not even a question.
Yeah.
I
You know,
will
Seven,
I will give Kratos this much though, even though he does need a lot of the weapons. And I don't know if this was stated earlier before I came in, but I do remember hearing Pope say something about him being mortal. He's a demi-human, he's a demigod.
demigod, yeah.
So he is part god. So that gives him a little bit of that, leg up on that front, but yeah, he's still not touching Wukong.
I mean, in terms of the abilities, if we're having some hypothetical fights, I don't know, man, because it sounds like Kratos got God speed, and he's moving at the speed of light, and he looks like he's able to evade and do certain things. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna shuffle my papers around here in court. I'm gonna come back with a little better defense for my client. I honestly believe that Kratos has the ability to stand up to Wukong, and perhaps even to damage and to beat him down. Yeah, he's got
If he has
divine.
time stop.
You
He
said
has
what?
some form of time stop. If he has some form of time stop, and even then, he still has to think about doing it.
I think he does actually.
Oh.
I think Kratos
Who?
does actually have some
Yeah,
form of time stop.
Kratos does. Yeah, he does. They do. They both do. Now, the only thing about it, right, is that I think both of their weapons are unique in the sense that they have the abilities, not the users, not the wielders. You see what I'm saying? Like Kratos doesn't have that ability with the fire with the blaze of chaos, nor with the frost axe. That's something that the weapon themselves have, which is the same as the pole. So, I mean, no weapons with this godhood, with godly powers. They're both godlike powers. I mean, come on, y'all gotta let me know. I think Kratos is gonna do something.
There's potential, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
The best you got is he's got like amped up power.
That's crazy. The best I got. Hold on, let me open
I mean,
my.
I'm just saying, because I think the time stop you're talking about is from God of War Ragnarok,
It
or
doesn't matter.
the other one, and if that's right, it's from his ex. So like,
Did he just say it's
like,
from
well,
his
like, it's
ex?
pretty. I think
thought
it's
it was
from his
from
ex.
the armor
Axe,
that he
okay.
put on.
I think it's from the axe. So if it's from his axe and he has no axe, it's over. Even if he has the axe, it don't last that long. So it's over, my boy. He can't even be chopped.
Seven is not letting.
can't be poisoned.
Seven is not gonna let this die for you, Pope. I'm sorry.
You know, I mean, he does. He has the stack of godhood powers, just as Wukong does. But I know he doesn't have all of those forms or levels of immortalities. He doesn't even have transformations. So there's so much in Wukong's arsenal that Kratos just doesn't have. I mean, even if we try to level the playing field with no weapons, even if we take it and we say,
How
okay,
fast can some
before,
pole shrink?
huh?
What was that?
How fast can
Bro.
Wukong's pole shrink?
You said how fast?
Yeah,
What?
I'm trying to figure out how fast his pole can shrink and get bigger. Does anybody know that?
No.
Is
I
it
was under the
Like-
impression it's instantaneous.
Yeah.
That's
Is
all
it
I've ever seen.
is it light speed or does it take time? Because I've never seen like actual depictions of it.
Yeah, I
don't
mean,
think they've ever
I
really
think
talked about it.
instantaneously means just. No, they did. They mentioned that it's instantaneous. So that like that in itself is like immediately. Like there's no lag time, wait time. You know what I'm saying? So trying to like put like an accurate measurement on it. Are you looking it up right now, Squall?
Yeah, no, it doesn't really look like there's anything on that.
Kratos is cool.
Fighting my argument for me.
Kratos is cool, but unfortunately, it
I
doesn't
appreciate
sound
you
like
fighting
this is going to
argument
be
for
a thing.
No. How about this? I'm gonna level the playing field. How about pre-journeys? And when I say pre-journeys, I'm talking about base form Wukong, base form Kratos.
Does Wukong know how to fight?
What is base form Kratos?
Base form Kratos is before he ran into I think oh my
Ares?
god, was it Ares? I think it was Ares, yeah. That's when he
So
was just a
before he
general
got the
in a
sword.
Spartan army.
Did he
Yeah,
get
base
kissed by a
form.
fighter?
So when he was mortal.
Well,
he get
I mean
cooked
that's
by
like
Does he
saying
get cooked by who?
a barbarian? Wasn't that what was happening?
he
He
was.
was about
Uh,
yeah, he was about to get killed. He was about to get killed. Yes, he was about to get beat up. Yes, he was. Okay, cool.
I
We're
would
not
say
talking about that though.
He wasn't
talking
about
about
to
base
get
form.
beat up. He was basically dead.
Ares, save my
Well, I
life.
mean-
My life is yours.
That's
Sun Wukong is a
crazy.
Seven,
magical monkey.
Seven is going in on you right now.
That's crazy. Look, right, but give it to me, though. Base form. I say Kratos takes it because even though they're both trained, this is a general in the Spartan army. Matter of fact, in all honesty, base form Kratos has to take it because he's a general in the Spartan army. He's got victories under his belt. And at that point in time, Wukong, base Wukong, he hadn't even gone in his journey. He didn't have the pole. He didn't have any immortalities. He didn't fight any gods. None of that. He was training.
Yeah,
Giving
but you gotta
credit and praise to
you have to think about like if you took the best martial artist on the planet like now and you put him against a well-trained monkey, I think that like a monkey that knows martial arts, I think the monkey would take it all day. Like, it's just he's a magical monkey. It's going to be stronger
but
and
he
faster
wasn't
than any
magical at that
human.
time though, bro.
Well, I mean,
No,
I
he's
feel
not
like all of them are
right now. He
magical.
didn't go on his journey.
They're
No,
all
he's
magical.
a regular
in that
monkey that could talk and walk.
monkey.
He is a
Wukong
was a special monkey from
so he is a special monkey,
Okay,
but the thing
but
about
what
it is that he did not actually know martial arts. He was trained by someone a little later on once he kind of got bored being the king of the monkeys. So he did not start out with martial arts.
So
So
we're
he's
we're
untrained.
starting with Kratos being trained
Yeah,
and Monkey
if
King
we
not being
compare
trained.
them, I mean, I'm saying if we start them at base, you feel me? At base, and this is base for them. This is the beginning of their stories, right?
We know Kratos can fight. I'll give you that. We're talking about Wukong,
We just
Still
know
can't see him
Kratos
being a monkey.
slaughters.
like untrained, but is not really sure altogether how he's amped up. But I know he's better than the other monkeys. I guess I'd go as far as to say this. It's not a monkey, but we're scared of gorillas, right? Like we don't want to fight a gorilla.
Yeah.
We're talking about a
Well,
I don't
special
want to fight a
monkey here,
chimpanzee.
right?
I ain't fighting monkeys, period. Like, I don't give a fuck what type of
Exactly.
monkey it is.
They're super strong. They're super strong
Tear
regardless.
us apart. It's a smart monkey. who can learn how to fight. You know, he might just do what Broly does against versus Goku in Super and just like learn on the fly. You know,
Or
instinct of
he
dodging.
just eat Kratos' face.
Now he eats Kratos' face. Now he
That's
now
crazy.
he
I mean,
eats Kratos' face.
That's what monkeys do.
he is a special.
Do they eat people's faces though?
Yeah.
I gotta look this
No.
up.
Right,
That
because
one
that's not
monkey
one that
that-
I even
that-
think I know, Squall. Like, you please do.
It's
They
one of the
might.
first things-
If they get hungry enough.
And I know they like to eat bugs. They like bugs. And they'll and the occasional
I think
fruit.
they're
Savage monkeys though.
I think they're
Oh.
omnivores. I think they eat everything.
Oh god, bro. Chimpanzees are ruthless.
They eat. I think they eat themselves, like other chimps.
Yeah,
So they
I heard
tear
that. I heard that.
they tear off people's faces and they like to rip off the enemy's testicles too.
Ooh.
Oh.
Sorry, Kratos.
Oh, that just hurt.
Mm.
No,
Oh, that just oh god, that gave me chills. It wasn't even the face, it was the testicle thing. That did oh god, that did it for me.
But still, we talking about an untrained monkey gang.
All monkeys are
versus a
untrained.
trained warrior. Okay,
Untrained
right.
special monkey, bro.
Yeah,
can
he's,
learn.
but
he's
he has
special.
no special properties or abilities. He only special because he can talk and walk.
That's enough.
Learning monkeys are
That's
better.
enough.
That's not
Any
enough.
day of the week.
That's not Come on,
Notice how
man.
he's
You gotta
being
come back with something. I'm winning right now. I'm winning right now. Base form, I'm winning right now. Thank you, Goku. Jesus. Base form, I'm winning right now, bro.
Notice how he's tried to change the goalposts.
I think that it's a closer fight if you take away all the immortalities and stuff. It's the only way that Kratos can fight against Monkey King. But I mean, it's still a monkey.
But we're all
Monkeys
base
throw
form,
their
bro. Like,
man.
nobody-
You know what? Kratos is gonna lose. You wanna know why he gonna lose? Because monkeys throw their poo.
Okay.
He's always yelling
So
too.
you telling me that Kratos can't be full of shit?
Nah, man. Because monkeys throw their poo. Kratos loses.
You telling me? I just don't appreciate y'all not putting no respect on my man's name.
I love me some Kratos.
He's
Don't get me
great.
wrong. Kratos
Base form,
is
he
fire.
wins. Y'all-
You can't win against shit. I'm just saying.
Bro, base form, he wins, bro. I'm telling you.
When the shit hits the fan, it goes everywhere.
Bro, it's hard to make a Superman game. They just made a Wukong game. Kratos has like what, 5 now?
Ooh, that's a good
It's hard.
topic. Hold on now. That's a good
It's
topic.
like- So in that logic, it's like, all right, if it's hard to make a game about a guy that's immortal and super powerful, he's got it. Okay, he's got it.
Can we do that as a topic? What would you all want to see in
What?
a Superman game? In a actual Superman game that's worth a damn.
The last one I played was Superman Returns. I like the idea of like having so the city's collateral damage, you had to mitigate that. So I really love that idea.
I did too. That was fun.
I know he took apart like hurricanes and tornadoes, and I know he fought on he's kind of got like that grade suit. He's got that long hair. I think it's Warworld or something. I remember seeing that in there. I think. Depends, because like you kind of have to like you kind of can't have kryptonite in there unless it's like a cutscene. But like playing around kryptonite
I
would
think
probably make the game more fun.
I think that a Superman game for me that'd be fun would have to be because like there's not many villains like if I'm controlling Superman and fighting that it would be like reasonable for me to be like punching and fighting. So I think that it'd have to be something where like Superman fights everyone, like Superman versus everybody, and then we could fight Green Lantern, Flash. He could fight Martian Manhunter. Like he and like each one of those people is like a reasonable fight for Superman. But they could fight Shazam. All like having him actually go against the heroes because the heroes are the only people that that would be kind of fun to fight against in the video game. And like having him like maybe he's like trying to what is it? Maybe he's trying to like save everybody or like get back to his universe or something. Like everybody else is evil. I don't know.
I would like to
I
see.
feel like it has to be. Oh, go ahead, Twelve. Go ahead.
I'd like to see Superman versus Dragon Ball Universe.
Oh my god.
And Superman loses.
So for
Oh,
I will
Superman
say
wins.
I will say for
Nah,
me
loses.
for me personally, I will say I believe kind of piggybacking a little bit off of what you said, Crow. I think that a good game having him fight somebody. I don't want to say all of the villains or all the heroes, but I was thinking maybe one of like the main villain in the game could be Bizarro.
I don't
I
know
was
if
gonna
he
say
can hold
Lex
the whole
Luthor.
game. I don't see him holding the
I
whole
don't
game.
know.
I see
Yeah,
him
that's
being
what
a fight
a
and
fight.
maybe like an addition to another fight, maybe. But as far as a single fight, because at some point Superman usually just talks him down, and I feel like that's all that would happen.
Bizarro's a good guy, you guys, right?
Is he?
Yeah,
I give him
he's
anti.
he's yeah he's on fuck, what's his name? Red Hood's little super team.
We're talking about
Um,
that version. I think they're thinking about like
yeah.
the general what you usually see in JLA, like that one.
Oh,
I think that's
yeah.
what they're
All right, everyone, we're going to go ahead and we're going to end the stream here. I hope everybody has been able to enjoy. I hope you've also enjoyed the live view of all of this. All right, guys.